Hey guys, what is up? It's Bill here. Facepunch just released the vehicle update to the staging branch, and man am I actually amazed with how complex and awesome this update really is. Anyways, in this video I will be going over what all is in this update, but please understand some of this may change as it is still not released to the public Rust servers yet. Also, if you find this video very informational, feel free to hit the like button and feel free to hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel and that notification bell as well. And let's go ahead and get started. So first thing I like to get started with is where you actually find them. They're typically found along roads, and I've yet to see one spawn far from a road. Sad thing about them is they are sort of hard to find and only respawn if one is broken somewhere. So hurry up and grab your vehicles after that fresh wipe server. Anyways, every vehicle I have found so far does not contain any parts inside of its engine. As you can see here, this is where the components will end up going for the vehicles. Anyways, there are 3 different tiers for parts. Tier 1 can be searched and crafted in the crafting module. As you can see here, there is the low quality, which only requires 5 high quality metal for you per part. And then there are the tier 2 and tier 3, which can be found at the outpost in this 5 vending machine slots. As you can see here, this is the high quality, which requires 125 scrap for 4 parts. And 500 scrap for 1 part, and as well as the vehicle medium quality, which is 100 scrap for some of them and 200 scrap for the other. Anyways, some of these engines do come with different sets of how much parts you need. Some only require 1, some require more, and this one requires more than the other ones. The tier of parts that you actually put in it change the amount of acceleration, top speed, and fuel economy you get. The max power is affected by what module is on top of the vehicle, which we'll be getting into the modules a little bit more later. So once actually obtaining your parts, you're going to want to put them inside of the engine. For this purpose right now, I'm only going to be using the low quality, and you only need 1 carburetor, I can't even say that, 1 crankshaft. This is for the large engine, as I mentioned earlier, 2 valves, 2 pistons, and 2 spark plugs. So as I said earlier, this engine does require some more parts. Anyways, these parts can be bought as said as well as made. The low quality can only be made, and the high quality medium will be bought. And for the cost of these, they are going to be kind of expensive if you're using the higher engine, but you are going to get more power out of it, as I said. Once adding those parts, you're able to add fuel as well, and then you are able to drive it. I suggest not driving it right away because it will be very damaged when you find it on the side of the road, unless you steal it from somebody else, I mean, if that's what you like to do. So this vehicle is actually armored, but I guess it only takes metal frags and not high quality metal, which I thought it would be high quality metal for it being an armored backing, armored module, but it is not. And now it's all fixed up and actually ready to drive. So there are actually 3 different types of vehicles that typically spawn. There's the 2 module, which is only 2 modules is what these are called here. There is the 3 modules, which can fit 3 different modules on it, and as well as the 4 module. As you can see here, it will fit 4 different modules on it. You can obtain these modules around the world in crates and such. You cannot craft these items, sadly. If you find modules or take modules off other cars, you can put them on your own. But in order to do this, you will actually need a car lift. A car lift, as seen here, can be made with some gears, high quality metal, and metal frags. You're going to need power to get this to work as well. As said earlier, you are able to swap parts on the vehicles. But sadly, you cannot take all modules off at once, and our tank here on the back is filled, so we're not actually able to remove that at all. But anyways, a cool module they did add is the fuel tank module, as you guys can see on the back of the vehicle here. And anyways, this is actually a really cool update in my opinion, because with the farming update, this puts some great use into water. So as some of you know, the water update has been kind of hard to get water. Or the farming update, I meant, has been kind of hard to get some water. But anyways, with the tank, you're actually able to plug in it to various locations, and it will start filling up, or it will also unfill if you use the fluid out method. As you can see here, it is fueling as I'm using the water pump outside, and that is pretty much it here with the water pumps. Another thing I'd actually like to test is if we're able to move with the hose attached. We are not actually able to move with the hose attached. That'd be pretty cool, but although there is a limit on that, sadly, on how far your hose will actually go. Anyways, I'm gonna get in here and show you guys some of the modules and how they actually work. So as said earlier, to work on the vehicle, you're gonna need to go into here, and once you add a vehicle module, you are able to change them or whatever you want to do. If you have an engine module, you're able to take the internal items out of it as well. You're also able to repair from it within this without using the hammer, and that is pretty much all you can do with this part here. As you guys can see here, there are the different modules. We have the cockpit with engine, the cockpit vehicle module, which is just the cockpit if you're going to be using the engine on the front, which this is the big engine here. This is the smaller engine as it's inside of the cockpit. There's also the cockpit armored vehicle module. There's the flatbed. The flatbed, there's a dual one and a single one, so it'll take up 2 modules rather than just one. There's also the fuel tank module. This does require 2 slots on the module, on the vehicle module. And there's the passenger vehicle dual module and the passenger vehicle single module. And I actually want to do some testing with this, but I'm gonna have to take some of this water out real quick. The fuel storage will always be on the back of the vehicle. We also have the dual passenger. So this is actually a pretty cool module in my opinion. This whole setup is pretty cool in my opinion. Literally, look at how much stuff you can do with this. Literally fit your whole squad in here. I don't know what kind of server you're on, if you can have like a 12-man team or whatever this is. It's a looks like 8 actually. Okay, I guess you could fit your whole squad in here if you're on a server that actually allows 8-man teams, because that'd be pretty cool. Actually, I just did my math wrong. There's totally 5 seats, so you can fit a whole squad of 10 people inside of these vehicles, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And that is pretty much it for this video. As you guys did notice earlier, these vehicles are actually kind of hard to drive in my opinion. I have not seen a difference between them driving off-road versus on-road, but literally it is hard to drive off-road. You're going to be hitting a lot of bumps, so hopefully your base is actually made close to a road. Also, when you're making the garage, I highly suggest you make it on more of a flat surface, because it will be kind of hard to get your vehicle inside and out of it. And this is actually kind of hard to go uphill. We do have the low quality in here. I'm pretty sure right now we can check. We have medium quality and it's kind of hard to get it uphill. I'm not sure if that really affects anything. I think it's more of the power. So maybe if we had the better engine, we would actually be able to get it up hills better. But anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what you guys think about this update. I am really excited to be doing some more videos on this as well. And let's go hit this horse. See if this horse goes flying. Oh, okay. Alright guys, I will see you guys later.